Inteleon something, and Arctina. Man, this Arctina deck is a deck I definitely have to try next week for sure. Is it Arc Intel? Please say it's not Arc Intel. Okay, it's Palkia. I saw the Capture Energy plus Inteleon stuff. I was like, is it Arc Intel? Please don't let it be Arc Intel. Okay. Is it Kai? Alright, Palkia going first. Has the VIP pass. I think this matchup is definitely favored for between a tie and an ID. And a tie is a end result of a match. The end result of a match just in general. And an ID is when both players choose to intentionally tie. So it's the same amount of points. It's just like how the result came about. Is there 3 Palkia in that opening hand? What the heck? Wait, why are we not getting Greninja here? No shot. Did we just not grab Greninja turn 1? That's a huge mistake. I think they had the No, they had VIP pass. They could have got it for sure, but I think they had a capture energy. They could have put on the active and got it. And then Greninja'd away the water energy. That's a capture, right? Yeah. That's a pretty big mistake there. Ultra Ball off the rip here from Adam. Pretty rough. 2 energy, bite the dust. 1 double turbo. Makes me think that Adam probably has like research plus another double turbo in hand though. Gonna be looking for the turn 1 Trinity charge. But will be a little bit tough to pull off. When you don't open the Arceus with this deck, it's hard. When you don't open the Arceus with any Arceus deck, it's tough to pull off the turn 1 Trinity charge. You have to find out one of your switch cards. And Arceus decks never play too many switch cards, so there's probably 2 to 3 switch cards in Adam's build. So it's gonna be tough. Definitely going to be a tough turn 1 Trinity charge for Adam. If you open the Arceus, it's actually not too difficult to get off the turn 1 Trinity charge, but definitely a pretty big misstep though on oh, just has it. Okay, my bad. And the research. Holy smokes. What a ridiculous start from Adam. I was like, all right. Might be a little bit difficult to pull off the turn 1 Arceus play here. Switch, second double turbo. I did predict the double turbo plus research. I did not predict the switch card also being in the hand. So really good start here from Adam. I do not think this is a great matchup actually though for Adam. I think it's definitely an unfavorable matchup overall. If K can get the knockout here, then they're going to be in a pretty good spot. Once again, pretty big mistake from them not to set up Greninja last turn. I think that's actually a huge misstep. To not establish Greninja last turn. And I'm almost positive they could have. I don't see a world where they couldn't have. And to get they can actually get the knockout on this Arceus here. They do need Goon plus Choice Belt. So it'll come down to, do they play Goon or Choice Belt? I don't actually know. They do have Irida. They have, like, they almost have it, I feel. If they have Goon and Choice Belt if they play Goon and Choice Belt, once again, pretty bad sequencing here again. They should have played the Capture Energy first. Actually, this is terrible. Is that a Capture Energy in hand? I swear that's a Capture Energy in hand. This is a pretty bad sequencing, though. You should attach the Capture first, Greninja away a water, get 2 cards, go from there. So pretty bad sequencing. I don't know if there's a Goon in this list, though. This is definitely like the more Inteleon heavy build with the Capture Energies, I feel like. So they probably play Rare Candy. If they play Rare Candy, then they might also play Quick Shooting. All right, level ball in hand. Yeah, draw 2 with Greninja. Finally, we see the 2 with Greninja. We want to see that sooner. Drew, was it 2 water? I think it was water Evo, so not terrible. That is a capture, right? Am I tripping? We're using Greninja. Seems reasonable. You could have even captured to like the Sobble on the bench. That is a capture. Yeah, I'm not tripping. I don't think we're gonna get the KO here though. We might not get the KO. Let's see if there's a Goon in the list. They're grabbing the Big Charm. I can't tell. They didn't scroll all the way through the deck, so I don't know if they play Quick Shooting or Goon. I assume they play a Choice Belt. Not playing Choice Belt would be pretty ridiculous. Appreciate the 18 months there, Salami Bear. But yeah, it looks like they're pretty much conceding the... there's a choice belt. Do they play Goon? They do play Double Shaded Aliens Inteleon. We saw one in the discard, one in the prize cards, one in the deck. And... oh, I don't see Quick Shooting or... I don't see Quick Shooting or Goon. I don't think they play either of them. So there was no way for them to get the knockout this turn. They are playing the Evolution Incense. They shouldn't be grabbing this Inteleon right now, though. If anything, they should go Drizzile for an Irida, hold the Irida. Or just hold the Evolution Incense. Because when you do this play, if Adam just has a Marnie, then you lose 2 outs to Inteleon from here on out. This is a pretty bad sequence, unless they have Rare Candy in hand. But I think I saw the Rare Candy in the deck. This is once again a pretty bad sequence here. Also, if they check their prize cards here, they should know Training Court is prize, which means they should actually maybe use... should have played aggressive with... their V-Star power this turn, and actually gotten Water Energy out of the discard pile and put them in play on the Greninja, and then they could use Greninja next turn to maybe KO this Arceus plus set up the Giratina on the bench. I think they are maybe thinking about doing it. Okay, and they go with them on the Greninja. I like that. I would have put... one on the Palkia still. I don't know. And they're only swinging for... how much are they actually swinging for here? 6180. So they still could have hit for 210. The problem with this math is it doesn't really line up for Greninja next turn. Because now this Arceus isn't going to get KO'd. And actually, from Adam here, I wouldn't hate to see like Boss KO Greninja happen. Or Boss KO Drizzile, because you know they got the Inteleon off the Evolution Incense. And that's why that was such a bad sequence there. From K, because now you telegraphed your opponent your hand. So now there's so many plays now that Adam can make that punish your play from different angles. So that's why not playing the Evolution Incense is always the correct play there. Did Ultra Ball away the Espeon there? I will get hurt by Echoing Horn, which I assume they also run in the Palkia deck. We'll have to see. I don't know if there was a better target for the Ultra Ball there. If there's not, then there's sometimes there's just not. You just have to go with it. The Espeon's actually kind of cool in there, though, for sure. Goes with the Giratina. Might even play... oh, no, does play Choice Belt. Actually, we saw the Choice Belt. Ooh, was that a mistake from Adam, actually? The Choice Belt to the active Arceus there? I think the Choice Belt... ooh, and then an Avery... I'm curious as to why Adam played Avery before Ultra Ball then. Or didn't play Avery before Ultra Ball then. That's bizarre. Yeah, I think that's definitely a mistake there from Adam. Because now you can't get... that's super bizarre. Why wouldn't you just play Avery first there as Adam? That's a really weird choice there from Adam. So now we're going to probably see Switch plus Choice Belt. And then Giratina will knock out this active Palkia. That was like another bizarre choice there. To not just play Avery first. So it plays at least 2 Avery in the list. Probably just 2. I can't imagine playing more than 2 Avery. Looks like it was eyeing up Raihan. Did get Raihan off that. That's interesting. I mean, the hand, your Adam's hand is probably not going to get disrupted anytime soon. I think that was a Raihan there. A Choice Belt Raihan. The Raihan's interesting over getting a switch here. But they maybe don't have any more switch left. They might play like 1 switch, 1 escape route. The Choice Belt on the Arceus over the Tina actually was a little bit interesting as well. I guess, I mean, you want to be able to have the option for your Arceus to KO a Palkia V, but you know that V is going to become a V-Star, so that option probably isn't going to be available. And you want to assume that every Palkia player plays Big Charm these days. It's just like the standard now. This is going to get really awkward here. Greninja probably is the best play, though. But the follow-up is going to still be awkward. You're going to have to Melanie this turn to your bench Palkia. And then if Adam has Boss, you're going to be in big trouble. You probably actually shouldn't Melanie this turn. What you should do here is K is just set up 2 Palkias. And then Greninja hit the Tina. And I guess you have to hit the Arceus as well, even though it doesn't KO it. But I think if K had played a little bit more efficiently, that they could have actually hit the Arceus for at least 200 damage, which would have led to Greninja KOing the Arceus. They could have got Choice Belt down and gone and hit it for 210 instead of hitting it for. But the sequence so far from K has been pretty inefficient, so it's led to like limited play options so far. So captures out a Sobble. I really would like to have seen another Palkia get grabbed here. No. I actually think they have the Palkia in the hand, actually. I think they opened with 3 Palkia in hand. As a viewer and a person who has been on stream, how easy is it to see obvious plays? And also, how hard is it to see obvious plays because of being on stream and having the lights and stuff on? You're definitely, like, more likely to make mistakes. It's Kai. Okay. Okay, so second Palkia comes into play. We just don't want to see the Melanie here from Kai. I don't even know what that card is. Boss. Okay, I do like this. The boss, actually, I like. I like the boss. And then Snipe, 90-90. I like it. The Arceus could get stuck in the active for a turn. Then we could even see like a Melanie cross-switcher play on the next turn and KO the Tina off the bench. Actually, is that even enough? Do we even have enough damage to do that? But I don't think Kai plays... I didn't see Quick Shooting or Zigzagoon. So you're going to have to do another attack into this Arceus, which is really annoying. Or maybe an attack with Inteleon to clean it up, because I believe it has 20 HP remaining. Oh, it's got 30 HP remaining. Actually, never mind, because that wasn't a full bench from Kai on the previous turn. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what Adam does here, actually. This is like an awkward spot now for Adam, because if Adam commits to Tina, knock out this, even a Palkia, like, what do you do from there? This is super awkward for Adam. Benches the Gardevoir, which is neutral on damage in this matchup, because like it makes Palkia do more 20 more damage, but it reduces the damage Palkia does by 20. So just attach pass. I don't hate that from Adam for the current situation. I think Adam did have boss KO, but now if Kai can actually get the KO on this Tina, I feel like Kai's in a pretty good spot. So we're looking for Melanie cross switcher here, but does need a lot. So we can see the sheesh, they need a lot. Yeah. So here we go. Shady Dealings. Gonna grab Melanie. Probably should grab Bucket as the other card to grab as well, because that thins the most stuff out of the deck. So probably Bucket plus Melanie is the 2 optimal cards to grab here. And you're hoping to draw into an out that leads to double cross switcher. Plus, you also need the V-Star if that's not in the hand, which I don't think it is. Appreciate the 913 sub there, flying. There's the Melanie. I think, yeah, you need another card here. Depends how many outs you have to stuff. I think I do like the idea of just getting the Bucket, though. Goes for net instead. I don't like that. You have a ton of outs that lead to Drizzile, so getting the net feels kind of pointless. Like, that's the thing you're probably going to draw into off the Melanie is an out to a Drizzile. I'd rather have seen something like the Bucket, which guarantees your attachment for turn and also guarantees you draw 2 more cards off of the Greninja, potentially. 1, 2, 3. If they even got close. Oh, they got the candy. Actually, it is going to work out here, I think. No, they're going to be... No, they have the Sobble. I think that actually is going to work out. They could grab Evolution Incense. No, I don't think they actually have enough. No, it's not enough, because that'll be 2 cards, but they need 3. They need Cross Switcher, Evolution, and Water Energy. So they don't have enough here. I guess that's just going to be... I would bench the Sobble here, I think, for sure. I'd bench the Sobble and probably net reset the Inteleon and get something off Drizzile. Probably get a Bucket to attach energy to your other Arceus. I'd be a little bit scared of my 1 Palkia going down with energy when there's not that much energy left in the deck. So I'd probably go get Bucket. I'd net reset, Drizzile, Bucket, attach your other Palkia. Pass. Should be plenty of water energy left in there, I think. Wash energy and Palkia Inteleon, yay, nay. I mean, if you do play it, you basically have to play Raihan. I think it's like pretty mid overall against Tina anyways. I think maybe like second Big Charm would be better, to be honest. Yeah, I think overall it's pretty mid against Giratina. In a matchup where I feel like you're already favored, so I would say nah. Unless Tina's like the only deck in the format, which it's not quite yet. It is the most popular. It's good against Lost Box, not Tina. What do you put it on? All right, yeah, split the energy. Good. Should bench the other Sobble as well. It's going to burn the heavy ball. There's nothing to grab, but be able to fully check the prize cards. And then you just don't want the card in your deck anymore if you get Marnie to Roxanne or something. You can't Sableye it, so Zard always 2 KOs. I guess. So I said that would be too many goons for them to get, right? Makes sense. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to bench this Sobble. I think this Sobble should always be benched here. I think it's a mistake to not bench Sobble here from Kai. I don't think you're afraid of a third Avery from Adam. I think 2 Avery. That's enough Avery for everyone involved. Like, now if you get Marnie here, you just have another Sobble back in your deck. Because there's nothing else you'd ever want to put on your bench here, I don't think, as Kai, so. All right, see what Adam does here. Definitely wants to set up another Giratina, and I'm sure would also like to actually knock out a Palkia here and not KO a 1-prize Pokemon. So we'll see if they can pull that off. That's a lot to ask for. Ooh, but there's the Goon. That's the Goonie. Has the Choice Belt Goon. Yeah, boss up a Palkia, Goon ping it, but this still doesn't, it's not that great for Adam, because now we're looking at Roxanne plus KO your bench Giratina. I guess this would be Kai's first 2 prize cards, though. Yeah, I like the energy loaded up here on the active here from Adam. So yeah, Kai going to be looking for Cross Switcher KO. Should have everything. Kai should definitely be able to pull off this play, no problem. The Roxanne isn't prized. It's in the hand even. I guess the question would be, can Kai find the... And I would probably go with the Candy Inteleon here while you have it. I would just, like, play that out. I don't think there's a point in saving Candy Inteleon. And hopefully that can lead to Bucket plus Evolution Incense. I think it's the one thing I'm kind of scared here for Kai, though. Does Kai have... How many more outs does Kai have to the Palkias besides Iridas? There's not a ton. Do we need Choice Belt here? I don't think you need Choice Belt here. Am I tripping? No, I don't think you need... Am I? Well, hang on. 160. 200. No, you don't need Choice Belt here. Oh. Oh. Just, you need to get another item. Okay. Do we need that? There's 90 on the thing. Oh, we don't have another bench Pokemon. I guess we maybe do need the Choice Belt, actually. Maybe I'm miscounting here. 160, 180. I guess we do need that because there's 90 on. Yeah, I guess we do need the Choice Belt. That kind of sucks. All right, so Roxanne, we need to find the Palkia now. Don't forget to attach the Choice Belt. Yeah, I think we should have candied the Inteleon, right? Am I wrong to think that? I guess if you candy Inteleon, though, you can't Drizzile anymore. But the other 2 Drizziles for Kai are prized, so that doesn't even really matter, to be honest. No! Irida can't be that great here. I mean, it gets the KO. It does get the KO. Well, now if you have Quick Ball, though, you didn't need to get the Choice Belt. If you can bench another Pokemon here, you didn't need the Choice Belt here. And you could have even used, actually, instead of Irida, you could have used Raihan here. Which is definitely what you should have looked to use here instead. This is your last opportunity to use Raihan, probably. This is probably the last opportunity to use Raihan. We probably should have gone with Raihan over Irida, and then put that energy on like the Inteleon, and then maybe attack with Inteleon next turn, depending on how it plays out. Oh, no, wait. No, Adam took a knockout last turn. Yeah, Adam did take a knockout. I was like, Adam didn't take a knockout? No, Adam did take a knockout. Yeah, so now with the Manaphy, we're looking at 160, 200, which KO. So the Choice Belt just isn't relevant here, actually, if you go this route from Kai. So the Choice Belt was a bad grab there. This is overkill. Or no, it's not overkill. This is just enough. 160, 200, yeah. Because Gardevoir is neutral. And didn't Roxanne. So this gives Adam an opportunity to set up another attacker here. See, and this is why we want to Roxanne last turn, because now Adam can just set it up so that way, I mean, Kai just loses. So right now, Adam, Raihan to the Arceus, attached to the Arceus, probably gets a double turbo here, attach that to the Arceus as well, and then hit for 210 damage, and then the bench Arceus KOs the Palkia, and that's Kai's only setup attacker is the Palkia. So now there's no win condition here for Kai anymore, I don't think. Yep. Attack. Is there any energy left to grab? Like 1? Okay, yep. So now even with the active Arceus going down, not gonna matter. But if Kai had used Raihan and put it on the Inteleon, then Kai this turn could, like, I don't know, double cross switcher up. I mean, it would still be pretty rough, to be honest. You could double cross switcher up the Gardevoir and put 20 on the Arceus, I guess. Yeah, not a ton of great options anymore, though. Does have the Roxanne, but it doesn't really lead to anything because there's no other attackers set up here. Just going to start with the Shady Dealings. Maybe just check to see if there's anything. Oh, no, there is quick shooting in the deck. There is quick shooting in the deck. Okay. So, yeah, if Kai had gone... Raihan to the Inteleon, and then this turn double cross switcher up Gardevoir... I mean, that's still not... No. Yeah, double cross switcher up Gardevoir. Then you could have gone attack with Inteleon, KO the Arceus with quick shooting plus the 20 from Gardevoir, or from Inteleon. And then next turn, quick shooting KO the Gardevoir, and then KO whatever Adam sends up from there. But didn't use the Raihan last turn, so... Yep, picks it up. All right, moves on to game 2. So a lot of missequencing there from Kai in that one, but hopefully cleans it up going into... Game 2. Yeah, hopefully cleans it up going into game 2. I guess it was fair for Kai to prioritize on turn 1 because Kai did prize Training Court. It was fair for them to prioritize putting the water energy on the Palkia, because if Adam gets a turn 1 path to the peak, then you can't use your ability anyways because you know your Training Court's prized. But you still should have prioritized getting Greninja out, I think. And then discarding the capture energy with the Greninja to draw cards. There's just so much, there's just such a ridiculous amount of value in with the deck and just like using Greninja. Like using Greninja is just like insane value in Palkia. It's absurd. Any use of Greninja, like right here, probably want to use Greninja. If you can confirm that your Training Court's in the deck, you just like always want to use Greninja. Even if it means you whiff an attachment. I guess a little bit misclick on the buttons there. All right, now we see the Greninja priority here. It looks like Adam isn't playing control. Adam usually doesn't play control. Adam usually plays decks. Definitely doesn't play the top meta decks. Didn't use Greninja though. Definitely another mistake here, I think, from Kai. Like it's just so much value. It's like the value of using Greninja in this deck is so much higher than any other deck because you're playing a Shady Dealings deck. So it leads to, like, if you draw any, like, good trainer card, all of a sudden your Shady Dealings and gets another good trainer card. And then you have 2 good trainer cards. It's just insane. It, like, compounds. Yeah, it just, like, compounds. I keep, like, do they keep misclicking? Do they keep misclicking buttons back there or something? What is going on? Someone just took their stream deck and threw it across the room and saw what happened. Yeah, Adam isn't like exclusive. From what I've seen from Adam plays throughout the years, it's not like exclusive a control player, but never really plays tier 1, tier 2 decks. Or sometimes tier 2, but usually almost never plays tier 1 decks. The buttons are glowing, so they have to click them. All right, we stabilized. Back in it. Restabilized. Decent start from Adam. Gets out the guard. The Gardevoir is such a funny card because it's just like neutral. It doesn't do anything. in this matchup. And there is the turn 1 path this time. And over to Kai. Once again, those 2 cards could have been such a huge difference. It doesn't look like this is going to be like the end of it all here for Kai or anything like that. Should be able to easily attack with a Palkia this turn. And we might even just see like a Drizzile for Irida. I think there is like another level ball in the hand here for Kai. So that could lead to another Drizzile. So this could just get Irida, which could just get the Palkia V-Star plus the bucket. And then you should swing with Palkia. You do want to try and hit for 200 damage though, if you can. Because if you hit for 200 damage, that means you can use Greninja later to clean up the KO and set up another KO. But if you hit for less than 200, then the Greninja won't get the cleanup. You could hit for a little bit less because you do have quick shooting, I guess. But you appreciate the 913 sub there, Dolan. What's up, bud? Guardy is negative with Path Out. Oh, wait, that's true. Guardy is a negative right now. Oh, that's actually a big deal, actually. Actually, Adam shouldn't have gotten a Pokemon there. That was actually a misplay from Adam, then. I didn't even think about that. I always forget that Path to the Peak shuts down Guardy. So we're looking at, what, 100, 180. That's still only a quick shooting away. I don't like the... It is 180. It looks like they maybe missed that. I think Kai had another level ball in hand. I would have liked to have seen that level ball go get a Drizzile, and then that Drizzile go get a... That's a good question. What would I want that Drizzile to get? Probably like an Irida or an Evolution Incense, I think. Back to the couches. Let's get it. Oh, they do have like the hand cam stuff. Yeah, 180 now. Yeah, so definitely a mistake there from Adam to get the Gardevoir. Because, yeah, Kai could have actually got the KO here, potentially. If they had gotten another bench Pokemon plus a Choice Belt, that would have actually just been a knockout. So definitely a huge mistake there from Adam. Didn't get punished, but that plus 20 damage is still pretty relevant because now this could lead to quick shooting plus Greninja knockout later on, or double quick shooting if it stays as a V for too long. And it looks like this start from Adam is way worse. Is it? Oh, it is just a pass. Okay, so now on Kai's side, we're looking for Boss KO the Arceus. If we have Boss KO Arceus here, this game is cooked. Boss KO, that's level ball. So we got to get Drizzile first. You can't just get the... Dude, yeah, Boss KO or double cross switcher, whatever. The boss isn't prize, so the boss is in the deck, so the boss is a little bit cleaner here. And the path is still in play, which means we're looking at 100, 200. You need a little bit more. Wait, 160, 200. Yeah, you need a Pokemon and a boss. Pokemon and a boss, or a Choice Belt and a boss. Choice Belt would also work, I guess. But I think you'd rather go with the Pokemon. Well, the Averys are a little bit scary, I guess. Okay, no, that's not how that works. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Choice Belt boss is probably correct here because you want to play around the Averys. Although Avery's not too detrimental to this board state, to be honest. Was there a better way to play this? Because this is kind of like limiting your resources pretty hard here as Kai. No! That doesn't work. Oh, no. Oh, there's a Palkia. Okay. I thought there was just 3 full art supporters in the hand. I was like, no, this is definitely way better. Yeah, I like this way better. It gives you more options. Yeah, because if you get Avery here, you just get rid of Manaphy and Greninja, and that's like whatever. I actually think Adam... If Adam thinks this is a terrible matchup, Adam should play out the rest of the turns till they lose. But if Adam thinks this is a fine matchup, especially when they go first, yeah, okay, Adam scoops. Then I would say I would like to see Adam scoop right now. Because this is almost an insurmountable... That's a bad spot. Adam's in a bad spot. So I like this scoop here from Adam. This makes a lot of sense. Leaving 2 Drizzile in play with no Sobble is asking to die to Marnie. Not really. Like, you have 3 evolution... Like, lists usually play, like, 1 level ball, 3 evolution incense. Drizzile's in play, so that means it was going to either be... It looks like Kai is playing 2 level ball. And then you have any Irida out. Any Irida grab is an out as well. I don't know. Getting aggressive with quick shooting is such a big difference. There's such a big difference between having quick shooting out, like, a turn earlier or not. So, getting quick shooting out as soon as possible is a pretty big deal. I would have liked to, I think I've seen the second Drizzile come down. And also your hand just kind of sucked. So if you got Marnie, there was a pretty good chance that you drew into a decent amount of stuff there as well. So, and we're gonna skip ahead here. All right, game 3. Let's peep the prize cards. We got nothing ridiculous. The big charm's a little bit annoying for sure, actually. But because it can be countered by a choice belt, you never know if it's actually going to matter. Double quick ball being prized. Could have a slow setup from Adam, but otherwise nothing too ridiculously. Nothing super. Ooh. The Luminion attach. No. Opening Luminion is bad enough, but then attaching to it is, I mean, it's that much worse. We're probably still going to see a Arceus grab here from Adam, but that is not a good start here for Adam. There's the Arceus grab. Pretty subpar. Not what you want to see going first in game 3. Also, you have like a dead Pokemon in play now that just boosts Kai's damage here in the Luminion for the rest of the game. It's like a free 2 prize cards. Turn 1 path, though. Pretty good, especially when there's the Greninja start here. But Kai does have the Irida. Has a pretty good hand, though, from what I can see. So Kai should be in a pretty good spot. VIP pass, and probably going to grab a water Pokemon as well. Has a 1/1 Palkia in the hand alongside a water energy. Definitely wants to pass. And I could see grabbing a Drizzile here, but might just settle for something like a Sobble or a Palkia. Did prize one of each of those. Yep, gonna go with the Sobble. Okay, gonna go back in. VIP pass, probably grab Sobble and a Palkia. And then we'll have 2 Sobble, 2 Palkia. Could be a little bit punished by an Avery, unfortunately. You don't really need 2 Palkia turn 1, but it is nice to get them out with the VIP passes so you're not 100% relying on quick balls later in the game as that comes up. And I believe there is like a level ball in the hand here for Kai, so Kai does have like an out to Drizzile in the next turn. We'll see, though. You appreciate the gifted sub there, J-Car. Over to Among Us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 2. Appreciate the 14 months there, Chance. Two Sobbles off the VIP. So it's going to be triple Sobble? Triple Sobble. I don't hate it. Because now if you get... I actually kind of like it. Because now if you get Avery, you just discard a Sobble. But if you had double Palkia, double Sobble, you'd have to get rid of a Sobble. So I actually like this a little bit more. It is going to put a lot more reliance on quick balls usually later on in the game, but it's whatever. Got some choices here from Adam. The hand is... You have the Pumpkaboo to bump the stadium, but that is just so bad. So one thing Adam could do is go bench Arceus, Pumpkaboo bump stadium, try and find Arceus V-Star, use Starbirth, find a double turbo, and then attack with Trinity Charge for the turn. You put so many Pokemon in play, it just becomes bad, I think. So I like this play from Adam a little bit better. Just attach, and then just kind of give up the Luminion almost as like a sacrifice here, and then kind of go from there. Did draw into the double turbo, not much else happening. It's going to be a good opportunity for Kai to get ahead. Kai could theoretically knock out the Arceus on the bench, but that's probably not going to happen. I think it's fair to assume that probably won't happen. There is the training cord in the hand is actually a huge deal, though. That's a big deal. Now we can see Kai get really aggressive this turn. I don't think it would ever lead. It could lead to a KO. You could get Candy Quick Shooting, Choice Belt, Double Cross Switcher, Palkia, KO, the benched Arceus. I think what we'll probably see is Irida for Bucket and Palkia or Drizzile, depending on what's in the hand. Then Training Court bump, use Greninja, go from there. I don't know, though. Here's the Irida. Eyeing up the rare candy. Is there an Inteleon in the hand? There might be. I do like that grab. Oh, there is an Inteleon. Okay, I like the candy grab then. KO here is close to impossible. But to be honest, just punching Arceus here is really good. So I wouldn't hate to just see, like... Is there a way to get, like, guaranteed Bucket Double Cross Switcher? I don't think so. Yeah. If you could just, like, guarantee a way to punch the Arceus. I mean, to be honest, knocking out the active is also fine. Actually, you might not even want to KO the active. You might just want to hit it. Actually, how are you getting from the active to the bench? I think Kai still has to use the Training Court this turn. So this thing needs to get, like, Bucket and something. Yeah, it would have been nice to do more, but doing less here is fine. If you just hit the fish for 160, that's fine, because you can quick shooting it later. Yeah, if Kai can just punch the fish, they're in like a really good... Ooh. Okay, I like this. You could draw a lot of cards this turn. I assume we're going to see Training Court, Greninja, draw 2, Net Reset, draw 2. But also see the pickup on the Inteleon, I guess. I like that a little bit less because, like, you can't pull off the bigger plays this turn, but that wouldn't be terrible. Net. Oh, they're not even going to use the Training Court yet. I guess that's fine. I thought they were going to get aggressive and draw a lot of cards. Now their hand is just dead, though. Their hand does not have a ton of options. I don't like this as much. 160 is solid, though, because, like I said, you can quick shooting it later. Boom. Clean it up later. That's fine. I thought we were going to draw some cards with Greninja here. I guess not drawing cards with Greninja is, like, fine. I just like the idea. I don't know. That's, like, a lot. Your hand just has no great options. I guess it's probably fine, to be honest, though. But next turn, you're going to have to... See, the next turn, it gets awkward, though, because you don't have a Palkia. So you're going to have to do it anyways. So you basically scoop up netted just for the effect of switching it and not getting the bonus effect of resetting a Pokemon. I think I would have Training Courted there. And then I would have used Palkia's ability to ideally get an energy on a backup Palkia. Because right now you're like, next turn then... So now it gets really awkward for Kai because next turn... So next turn for Kai now... Oh, okay. This is still pretty good. No, but now next... Like, Kai has to find a Palkia here. So now you're going to bump the stadium and use Greninja once or hope to top deck. They didn't top deck. So now you have to bump the stadium. See, I think that was a big mistake for Kai not to be a little bit more aggressive there. I think Kai should have been more aggressive. You do bump the stadium, which does give them Starbirth, though, I guess, which you don't want to do. I don't know. That's weird, I guess. You don't want to give them Starbirth either. They're just going to play it slow. Actually, maybe I don't hate this, though. Playing it slow, you attach to Inteleon. Oh, okay, actually, no, I really like this. I actually really like this now. Now that I'm thinking about it, you can just use Inteleon next turn, right? I just thought Adam would probably set some more bigger stuff up, which would make things awkward. But, like, Adam didn't do anything, so this works out, to be honest. And I guess if they had set up more bigger stuff, you would have been more aggressive yourself. There's a Marnie top deck, though, but that's fine. Kai's hand was pretty much dead. I'm pretty sure is welcome to some new cards. I don't know how many Bucket Kai is used. Actually, it's possible Kai whiffs energy for turn. No, I guess you could always get the Training Card off of Shady Dealings. I'm assuming they find it out to Shady Dealings. And then in this situation, they can go KO. Actually, no. Can they KO? Yeah, you can go KO Arceus, KO Luminion, and you usually take a 2-prize knockout to win the game. I haven't seen the Echoing Horn. No, we have seen the Echoing Horn. So then Kai could look to Echoing Horn. Oh my gosh, that hit draw was so bad. Oh my gosh. Adam's draw was so bad. Holy moly. Goonpig. Is there an energy? There's no... Oh, no, but there's a Drizzile. So like, oh no, there's no energy in hand for Kai, but there is a Shady Dealings. The Inteleon is about to get sick here. It's gonna knock out... It's gonna draw 4 prize cards. I can't think of a reason to not draw 4 prize cards here as Kai. I think it just kind of makes sense to draw 4 prize cards. This would also probably be another decent situation to use the Raihan, to be honest. Because you're just going to run out of, like, the situations you use Raihan become less and less the more the game progresses. So using Raihan here, I actually kind of like. And then you get the energy on the Inteleon. You also have a Palkia in hand, so you can bench attach to the Palkia. And then you just grab another card that sets you up better for the following turn. Goes for the Irida. Yeah, I think I like the Raihan more, though. Like I said, like, it just... You're going to run out of situations to use it. And like I said, I don't even know if they have a bucket here. So we have to see if they have a bucket. So Shady Dealings for Irida. They do have the bucket. Okay, they're good. There's 1 prize. I wasn't sure if they had played 2 yet or not. A bucket and a poke. But yeah, see, like, you don't even need a Pokemon, because I think you have... I guess you grab the Inteleon. I don't know. I feel like Raihan is just better. Like I said, you're going to run out of situations to use Raihan. You appreciate the 56 months there, swag. So you get the Inteleon, you get the bucket. We're chilling. Oh, wait, we had an energy in hand the whole time. Okay, yeah, then we shouldn't get the bucket. I would even bench the other Palk. I guess you maybe want to play around. Yeah, maybe you want to play around the 60, 120. I wonder what this... Why are we using this Shady Dealings, though? You need Choice Belt here? This is where I feel like this is definitely an overextension, because you're not that KOs, right? I'm almost positive that KOs. They go for Choice Belt plus Cross Switcher. So they're going to put the Choice Belt on the Palkia, I assume. Because they're going to look for the Echoing Horn KO on the Luminion to close out the game. But now if you get Marnied here, you don't have any Inteleons left in your deck. I guess you netted it. So maybe this is still correct. But they didn't even attach the Choice Belt or the... I guess they get the net reset off, which I guess is okay. Like, you still get the net reset off. I think you should have attached the Choice Belt to the Palkia there, though, right? Because you're setting up for Palkia KO, Luminion to close it out. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that probably makes sense. Like, then you get the option of the Drizzile. You only need so many resources left to be able to close this one out. All right, Escape Rope comes in from Adam. Greninja send up seems fine to me. You're either looking for double Cross Switcher play, or you're just going to probably retreat back into the Inteleon and attack. Greninja kind of makes sense to me. If you did have the option of netting, though, you'd probably want to set up the Drizzile. They're down quite a few net, though, for Kai, though. So I don't know how many net are left. I'm not sure how many net are left here for Kai. But if there's not many, then I like the Greninja send up. Because if you did plan on netting next turn, you'd rather net an Inteleon than a Greninja. Here comes the Marnie. And yeah, Kai does not need very much. Even just attacking this Goon this turn puts on a ton of pressure. Yeah, even attacking with Inteleon this turn from Kai is like huge. Got a level ball though. I keep like talking about like leaving no Drizzile options in play, and then Kai keeps drawing into only outs from Drizzile, so it keeps working out. No matter how much I dislike it. Or how unnecessary I think it is to play towards that option, I should say. Had a Capture Energy in hand as well, so definitely can retreat. Has a Water as well, so definitely could win this turn. Maybe even just has the win this turn. I don't even know, because they still have their V-Star power. I don't want to really do the math. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Then get another basic off the capture. Level Ball can get Irida. Irida can grab... What are we looking at? I think we're like 20 damage. Oh, no, there's the Echoing Horn already. So I'm pretty sure this is game. I might be wrong. I don't want to really do the math myself. Level Ball becomes Drizzile, becomes... No. I think... No, they should have game here. They should have game here. Yeah, definitely should have game here. Level Ball becomes Drizzile, which becomes Inteleon. Inteleon becomes... Well, no, they played the boss. Oh, no, they actually don't have game yet. They don't quite have game yet, I don't think, actually, because they can't get 3... No, they can get 3 item cards. Drizzile becomes Irida. Irida becomes Inteleon and Cross Switcher. Inteleon becomes Training Core plus Cross Switcher. So they have game set up right now, if they see it. We'll see if they figure it out. I didn't want to do the math at first, but then I convinced myself to do it. Am I wrong? Oh, no, because they also need Palkia V-Star. Never mind. They're our card off. Melanie does seem... Well, I don't know if I like Melanie, though, still. Because Melanie doesn't guarantee anything. If they draw bad off this Melanie, they could be in trouble now. But if they get Irida, they can always set up for their following turn. I guess they could draw... Does this give them... I guess well, no, I guess this is the only way for them to get to play this turn. But you don't need to get to play this turn. So I think I would have just, like, been... I would have just chilled. Palkia does 200 for 3. Oh, they also could have done that play as well, right? They could have gone... Could they have gone 2 Palkias, though? I don't know if they could have set that up. They don't have 2 Palkias in hand. No, they could have gone Capture for second Palkia. Yeah, they could have gone to Capture for second Palkia. Drizzile. Or Irida. Irida gets Inteleon Cross Switcher. No, they still can't get the Palkia V-Star. They're still short a card. No, just use Palkia V. No, but you need to get 3 energy on the Palkia V, which means you need a V-Star and a V in play. You can't just have a V in play and put 3 energy on it. That's cheating. You know, flip over your V-Star marker and hope nobody noticed that you don't have the Subspace Swell or whatever. What is it? What is it even called? All right, Evolution Incense gets the Palkia, has an energy. Did they get it off the Melanie? Double Cross Switcher up the Luminion, but they need an energy. They need an energy for turn. Okay, and they have it. All right. Yes. Okay. Kai takes it down with the Palkia.